watching the Highlight Zone with WANE 15 Sports Director Glenn Marini. Local sports coverage you can count on.
If you're a girls basketball team in the state of Indiana, the journey to Gainbridge Fieldhouse starts now. Sectional play tipping off on Tuesday night, and we got a mini version of the Highlight Zone to get things rolling, but nothing mini about the matchup out in Woodburn. Josh Ayen was there and joins you now with more. Josh.
Yeah, Glenn, well, this week's goal is to win a sectional championship, and both Whitko and Woodland have already put some hardware in the trophy case this season. Whitko winning the Three Rivers Conference title, Woodland, meanwhile, winning the ACAC regular season title. So, we've got two conference champs going toe-to-toe in 2A out in Woodburn. Whitko's 21-1 and ranked number 1 of the state's 2A poll. Warriors coming in with a 14-7 record, but Whitko, the Wildcats, running wild in the early going. That is Jameis Stonebreaker, absolutely stone cold from deep. Then check out Stonebreaker here. The swipe, the score, and a foul to go with it, as Whitko's got a commanding 18-4 lead after one. Dave Randall's crew has got their work cut out for him in the second, but Alyssa Anderson trying to turn the tide with that bucket right there. Still, Whitko feeling pretty good as they lead by double digits at halftime. Third quarter, though, those Whitko fans not going to like this. It's Savannah Scheinman knocking down the three. Then how about some more from Scheinman? This bucket bringing Woodland within 4. But oh, baby, it is all Whitko from there, as we got ourselves Jameis Stonebreaker knocking down a 3. She leads all scores with 21. And then, how about her older sister, Reese Stonebreaker? She had a dozen as Whitko is moving on as the Wildcats win over Woodland by a final of 56-37.
It was kind of a just like slow down, like we're playing up. We're getting the pressure's getting to us, so kind of just slow down and play our kind of basketball together, and it just kind of, it went from there.
If we're not hitting shots and then we also don't have defense, how are we going to win? So that's something we really focus on at practice and really try to give the other team a hard time with.
Very uncharacteristic of us with the turnovers, but Woodland's a really well-coached team. Coach Randall does a good job with the 1-3-1, but we didn't hang our heads. We started to get some stops, and then we hit some shots, and then we got right back into it.
Whitko's now going to take on 10th-ranked Bluffton Friday night at 7:30 in the sectional semifinal round. Other side of that bracket at Woodland, we've got Bishop Luers taking on South Adams. And we pick it up in the second quarter. And I'm pretty sure Anna Lehman is already making a bunch of cash money because she is calling bank. Lehman finishing with 15 to South Adams. Actually has a 21-15 lead at halftime. But Luers is cranking up that pressure in the third. That is Harvest Green, a freshman All-SAC first-teamer, by the way. Green leading the way in scoring as, meanwhile, you've got another 3 right there from Campbell Glenn. And it's all Bishop Luers right there as Bishop Luers is moving on with a 55-32 win. So the Knights will take on Adams Central on Friday. Glenn, take it away.
All right, sticking with 2A, we head to Lakeland. Prairie Heights taking on Westview. Winner getting 9th-ranked Eastside on Friday night. Early third quarter, Westview. The inbound is J.J. Whetstone with a 3 as Westview led 21-9. A little bit later, how about Westview working the inside-out game? It's Bree Corey on the kick out, draining the J, and the Warriors up by 14 at this point. Prairie Heights, how about no give up in this Panthers squad? You're going to see Peyton Gibson with the steal and the score, but Westview would eventually win this one to advance 35-29. In the nightcap at Lakeland, Central Noble and Busco, these two just played last Friday night with the Cougars clawing their way to a 51-17 win. First quarter, Busco on the warpath trying to make it closer. Caitlin Foote for 3. The Eagles with an early lead, but Central Noble clapping back off the board here. One of the best in the NECC, 6-foot senior Grace Swank with the stick back. Then you're going to see Soraya Steele with a triple here. She's for real. Central Noble wins at 47-30. They get Lakeland next. 3A sectional play out at Tippy Valley. Columbia City made a run to semi-state last year. The Eagles tipping off this year's sectional opener against West Noble. First quarter, Columbia City out hot. Anissa Tonkel has the Eagles starting the game on a 13-zip run. West Noble trying to chip away Elise Mead to the bucket. But simply too much Columbia City in this one. You're going to see Tora Holler if you hear me, 3 of her 20 points. And Columbia City rolls 58-26 over West Noble.
As a team, what are you guys doing well the last couple of weeks that has you thinking, positive thoughts you guys can make a deep run maybe in this tournament?
Yeah, we've been moving the ball well up the court, and we've been knocking down open shots, which is very key for us. We need to work on our post defense. We got a little beat on that, so we need to focus on that, and just simple defensive mistakes that we made this game that we need to fix.
Columbia City now faces the host Tippy Valley Friday night at 6. Late game at that sectional, Fairfield and Wawasee. The Falcons winning a share of the NECC title, splitting it 3 ways with Fremont and Eastside. First quarter, it's Wawasee with some good ball movement. Emerson Kroll inside, and that gives the Warriors an early lead. But Fairfield's junior Madison Jones came in with 999 career points. That bucket gets her over 1,000 as she hits the milestone. The Falcons would have more to celebrate on the night. You're going to see Macy Worthman can a 3 right here as Fairfield wins it 46-38. The Falcons will get Northwood next on Friday. Only one game on Tuesday night for 3A Sectional 21 in Kendallville. Dwenger and DeKalb squaring off the Big Blue Pit. First quarter, it's Dwenger taking it to the cup. The sophomore, Claire Shortgen, gets the first basket of the game, but DeKalb's defense would step up after that. You're going to see Molly Sonnenberg with the steal ahead to Ellington Sparkman for the and one. Sparkman with 14 points for the Barons. Then it's DeKalb from the outside. This is Abby Harris with 3 of her team high 18. And DeKalb is moving on 48-41 the final. They take on Concordia this Friday night. In 4A, Homestead ranked 2nd in the state. The SAC champs opening with 2-21 Southside. Homestead's Whitney Ankenbrook, the senior for 3, led all scorers with 19 points. Then it's another senior for Homestead doing it, Gabby Helsum, the future Toledo Rocket, with a bucket. She had 16 on the game. You're going to see Southside's Brianna Hamlet come up with a pilfer and a pair here for Juanita Goodwell's squad, but it's simply not enough as the Spartans win 64-25. Homestead now will face Huntington North on Friday. And if Homestead can beat Huntington North on Friday and Norwell beats Wayne that night, then we're going to have a huge matchup on Saturday for a 4A sectional title between the 2nd-ranked Spartans and the 6th-ranked Knights. Norwell goes into the tournament with some momentum. Last Friday, the Knights beat East Noble to clinch the NEA title, and that night, senior Vanessa Rossworm becoming the program's all-time leading scorer. The senior sitting atop the Norwell record books with 1,663 points as she heads into sectionals.
I've always wanted to break that record, and just to do it after all my hard work and after putting in so many hours in the gym over the years, I've just felt so proud of myself, but also just so grateful to do it for such a great coach like Thornton, and also to be around my teammates, just to have the best support system, and also obviously I wouldn't be able to get the shots if they would have passed to me. So just having that support and love is just so special.
Norwell, also your Ops Team of the Week. That story, along with all your girls' sectional basketball scores, are posted on the WANE.com sports page. I'm Glenn Marini, and that is your local sports report.